Mike, one thing stood out at me as we were preparing for our call today. You said something that on previous episodes that was a great way to encourage brokers who might have, kind of glossed over the income protection conversation, or maybe they sold disability insurance in the past, but they haven't followed up or checked in on clients in a while. And that was simply saying, hey, Mr. or Mrs. Client, I owe you a phone call. And so perhaps this month, Mike, would this be a good time to use Disability Insurance Awareness Month to kind of check in with those clients that you might owe a phone call to?
I think it's the most perfect time for our listening audience out there to do this. Again, it should be all year round, but anybody that has a book or has a substantial number of clients, and that can be from 30 to, I don't know, 500 to 1,000. So if you're doing individual medical, you may have 1,000 clients. You may have 1,000 clients because that's an annual renewal. You don't have to be in touch with your client like a financial plan every day. So for people that do something a little different and they're not financial planners, they're not AUM, but there's a huge world out there too, an awful lot of individual medical for all those that you love to talk about, the business owner, the entrepreneurs out there that do not have a corporate medical insurance plan. I mean, it's in the hundreds of thousands. And how many of those are just everyday run-of-the-mill families? The list is there. So if nothing else, another thing that you'll hear at Cogism a lot, it's the best part-time job you can ever have. So if you took an hour a day, 1 hour on a Monday, let's call it the first Monday of May, and go down and make a list. And this is a challenge to all, and tell me what you think. This is a challenge to all that are listening. Anybody 55 or under, I'm just going to throw out an age. You can change it to 50. I don't care. On your group of clients that currently doesn't own disability insurance or income protection, as you and I like to refer to it, make that list. It won't take you but an hour. Of 50 people, and then commit to yourself that over the course of the month of May, I'm going to contact all 50 people. And Grayson, you've just given them the opening to say it can be text, it can be an email, it can be a phone call, leaving a voicemail that says, hey, Bob Smith, haven't talked to you in a bit. I hope everything is well. Nothing's wrong with, and I'm going to stay on the medical insurance path. Nothing's wrong with your family medical insurance plan. It's not renewal time or anything. But, I was listening to these two jokers on this podcast, and I really, really thought of you. And I owe you a 10 or 15-minute conversation if you have time to just take my call and we could just discuss something that I've learned that I think could be important to you and your family going forward.